Are you in a marriage right now that is horrible? I've been seeing some people that be like, this is a struggle wife, or that's a struggle husband. I'm like, I might as well be with her. I might as well be with his ass. And I just don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be with somebody wasting my years away looking over like, I'm with this old raggedy motherfucker and I ain't even happy. I want to look over at my man like, that's my motherfucking nigga. You know what I mean? I shouldn't even say nigga, but you know what I'm trying to say.
That's a price. I speak the truth, my content might just make you so uncomfortable. If you out here fibbing, being fake, no, I'm not one of you. I'm trying to take this higher from the bottom, now one of you. Wonder who gon' recognize my worth, this grind been wonderful. It was only cheese between my Wonder Bread, I wondered where the bread was. Trying to get my family stomach fed, gotta keep my head up. I know my day gon' come, I know them days get brighter. If you work, the shade gon' come, but prove 'em wrong.
I have tried to talk to somebody. I tried to talk to somebody, and you know, it had been some years since we talked and stuff, and I never really forgot those emotions and those feelings and stuff that were were once attached to that person. And as you know, the days and stuff were rolling by, and you know, we were talking about old stuff and new stuff, and just you know what's been currently going on in each other's lives over these years that we haven't talked and stuff, and just kind of catching up and stuff, and just it was like a couple of little things happened that I was just like very reminiscent of the past, and so I was just and that led me to think more about more things, and I was like, I don't know if I could be in a relationship with them. I don't know if I can deal with them, you know what I mean? And as I was talking to them, I just realized that like, damn, you still the same. And it's like, I noticed like they hadn't changed. He hadn't changed. It's like he still was stagnant. He has been complacent on where he's been in his life. Like no kind of hustle, no kind of trying to do better, trying to get himself out of the hole. You know what I mean? No real dreams or direction, or just more sure of himself, or getting to know himself more. Like it just, I just realized that like I would be basically lowering myself and having to go back 5 or 6 steps to try to meet back with him. And it made me think more, how many people have lowered themselves, downplayed themselves just to be with somebody, just to have somebody, just to look for somebody to feel like they love them. And I feel like that's another reason why relationships go bad, so bad, because nobody is really going after for what they really want. I feel like people are just going after what they can get, and I'm just like, and my thing is too, I feel like there was no respect, and my thing is that is so big to me, is that you gotta respect me. If I'm be respecting you and stuff, I need that same respect, like, and I feel like that's not hard, that's not hard to, I'm not asking for nothing crazy out the blue, and I always thought maybe one day, he would get it together, and it's just like, you still ain't got it together. I'm about to be 30 in 2 months, and it's just like, I don't have time to wait for you to, it's not clicking in your mind, you're not getting it right now, but that's okay. He's just not at where I'm at in my life, and that's all right. Eventually, he probably will get there, but I don't have the wait around time for that. A lot of y'all aren't confident with the person you with because of the fact that you lowered your standards just to be with them, but it all the while that person you with goes against all your standards, you know what I mean? And then you get frustrated with yourself when you go through hell. Many people are doing that, and it's like, if you really think about it, that's probably why you're unhappy in your relationship now, because you try to lower yourself or lower your standards or whatever just to be with this person or just to try to work it out. Or I see so many people scared to start over, but sometimes starting over is like not even sometimes, a lot of the time, starting over can be the best thing, because now you can do it over again. You can learn the what you've already learned, the mistakes and the whatnots and the don't do's and the do's. You know, starting over can just be the most exhilarating thing. You get to meet things, you get to meet yourself again and get to rediscover who you are after you come out of these relationships or get, you know. And I've had a lot of, for me personally, I've had a lot of self-growth over the last 2 years where I've just been more so what I want out of life, what I want out of a man. Too, for me, a lot of things is mental. Like I like a man that can have conversation and make me think. And I noticed that too, that mental, like with him, it was just such a disconnection. Like everything with him was like connection, surface shit, you know, bullshit that like I don't really give a fuck. I want to talk about some deep shit, about some shit that will make me think. I want to be with the man that when I leave you, you left me with something to think about. You left me, you know what I mean? Like that, that just such as a turn on to me. I mean, when you can get me mentally, and that's probably why I've been by myself for 2 years. One of the reasons is because nobody mentally has stimulated me. I'm so much of a thinker. Like I said, like some of the stuff that I'm talking to y'all is just the tip of the iceberg. It's so much more stuff in my brain that I want to bring up, you know what I mean? That is just like, but you can't have that conversation with everybody. Not everybody are deep divers. Not everybody are deep thinkers. Not people don't want to look at things other ways, you know what I mean? So it's like you can't bring up certain subjects with everybody, but it's, you know, it's that was something I noticed. I mean, how many people are with people? Look over at the motherfucker right now. Look over at her right now, or him right now. And if you ain't happy, you know, just be like, why am I with you? Have I lowered myself? Ask yourself, have I lowered myself to be with him or her? A lot of people I've seen or have talked to that I feel like when they talk to me about their relationships is like, some people just don't seem happy or satisfied with who they're with. It's like they just stay with them just for other reasons, you know, convenience, or they had kids, or if I leave them, I don't have nowhere else to go. I don't give a fuck if I gotta sleep at a homeless shelter. If I ain't gotta be up under your ass, fuck it. People will just stay just because, oh, well, they'll take all my money, or, oh, you know what I mean, she'll do it, or do this or do that, or that family. I don't want to see my children in a broken home because I left or whatever. And it's like, the children gonna already pick up that y'all unhappy. Children are very sensitive to tension and stuff. They pick up that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I remember being a child picking up shit when shit wasn't right between, you know, who my mother was with and stuff like that. Like, you pick that shit up. So a lot of times it's like the child still gonna see that fucked up, ruined ass relationship. All you doing is showing them dysfunctional. That's why half of y'all, including even myself, at times have been in situations that was just a fucked up situation. Because why? A lot of it is because we saw our parents be in fucked up situations too, and not do something to get out of it. You know what I mean? And so, but nobody has to continue that cycle. It can be broken. I'm going to choose to be with somebody that's right for me, you know what I mean, and what and lines up with what I believe in, you know what I mean, or think or whatever, you know what I mean. It's just like, I'm not looking for Mr. Perfect, because Mr. Perfect doesn't exist, but Mr. Perfect for me exists, you know what I mean. I don't know where that nigga at. Could you hurry up, please? But you can understand why you have all these issues and problems. You knew the motherfucker wasn't about shit. You know what I mean? You knew she was a lazy ass heifer. You know what I mean? But yet you chose to be with her because you feel like, oh, we've been together. So fucking what? I don't give a fuck. I've been with a motherfucker 20 years. If the shit ain't working out, bitch, the shit ain't working out. I ain't about to stay up in some shit that's unhappy. A lot of y'all need to start choosing to be happy in your relationship, in your life. I'm trying to choose happy, choose positivity. If friends too, if they ain't good for you, get away from them. You know, and it's like, even as friendships, stop lowering yourself just to feel like you don't want to outshine your friend or this person, whatever. If you feel like you got to do that, that's people you don't need to be friends with. You know what I mean? That your friends should want you to thrive and be your brightest, shinest star. You know what I mean? And not be intimidated or worried that you may outshine them, even in your relationship. I was with somebody that I think personally he felt like I was going to eventually outshine him as I do this YouTube, gain more popularity. He was going to have a problem with that. And all these guys that I know that are around me and stuff, you know what I mean? And they had the nerve to, you know, well, I don't want all these niggas around. Nigga, you don't have that kind of power or control to be trying to put any kind of those requests in with me. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, it's like, from what I want in a man, you know what I mean? I want a man that hustles. I want a man that has dreams and goals and doing something about it to reach those dreams and goals. You know what I mean? I want a man that understands, you know what I mean, what it's like to give and take. You know what I mean? That was something that with him, I think he just was looking for just somebody to just take from. And so I realized I got all the... in that, I got a lot of the questions answered that I always had, you know what I mean, that were left unanswered. You know, he answered them truthfully, you know what I mean? But I realized, you know, as we just got older over the years, I just was like, I can't be with you. What I want just tastes so much better than you. You know what I mean? Like, I just was like, yeah, I can't do this. It's just gonna be the same shit. And it's just, but comment, subscribe. Please subscribe, because a lot of y'all watching my shit and ain't subscribing. Can you please hit the motherfucking subscribe button, please, right down here, and the goddamn like button. Thank you.
Yeah. That's a price. Yeah. Groovy mode, none of this is scripted, life a movie role. Play my part, show them even through the bloopers you could grow. Found my reason, fly shit, I be dressing like some salad season. I keep it solid every morning, every noon, and every